What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, Solana's price is pulling back right now, making the exact move that we've been speaking of for the last couple of days. And so as a result of that, what I want to do is just let you know exactly what I'm doing right now, what I'm expecting next, and much more. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. Now guys, don't forget, if you do want to trade a little Solana yourself on up to 500x leverage, although I highly recommend you don't go all the way up to 500x leverage, you can check out that BTCC link down below. Guys, if you do sign up specifically with my link down below, you're going to get a 10% bonus on first time deposits anywhere between $500 and $100,000. This means if you deposit, say, $2,000, they're going to give you $200 to start trading with. And say if you turn that $200 into $600, all that profit you just made is completely for you. This is literally an opportunity for you to make free gains, and during a bull market where gains are everywhere, that is a crazy deal. I don't know how much longer I'm going to have this one, so do go take advantage of that down below. I do about 30 or 40% of my trading on BTCC, so that is down there, and I do think that is pretty solid. So go check it out. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Now, looking at Solana, let me give you a brief recap as to what has been going on, just so you can get a clear picture of where we are now. Well, what we've been tracking from Solana recently has been the fact that it made this little staircase up towards its all-time high. Now, as Solana's price was making this move towards the all-time high, I was rather frequently telling you all, like, hey, this is great and it feels amazing, but just be a little careful. It's very likely we're going to have to see Solana cool down and pull back at some point. It's just natural. It's what has to happen. And what you can see is that as Solana's price got up towards that all-time high, it was the same time around Bitcoin hit its $100,000 or $100,000-ish mark, and then both of them started getting pulled down. Bitcoin went for a nosedive, and so did Solana, because we're still in Bitcoin season, and that's just what happens. And so now I want to talk a little bit about what is going on now that we are getting a confirmed pullback right now, what my game plan is, what my strategy is, and more. Now, I will let you know if at any given point while I'm laying out my strategy or any of this, it does get complicated or confusing, I do have a beginner's guide to technical analysis. It's 30 minutes long. It has 17-page PT. It has a 17-page PDF, and it has some cheat sheets on it. That is available in the Discord. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do to get access to the Discord. So wait to the end of the video. And if you are more advanced, if you have been around the crypto scene for a while, or you're just ready to elevate, maybe you're new but you're ready to really elevate, I also need you to stick around because I have a big announcement for you that also revolves around this. So just stay tuned towards the end of the video, or skip to the end of the video if you're interested. Now, so let's talk about what's happening. Okay, so what we can see, yes, we obviously went over it, hit towards that all-time high, got rejected, came back down following Bitcoin. Got it. What's next? That's what everybody really wants to know. What's next? And although no one can truly predict what's going to happen next, we can take some clues. So what I've been telling you all for the last few weeks, of course, is the fact that as we were making these moves upwards, that these were very good things. This little liquidity zone, let's go to the 4-hour chart so you can see it clearly. I've been telling you, this little sideways movement, which we call chop, imagine you're chopping onions, right? Chop, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down. I told you this is very good, and this is very good, and this is very good. Because yes, sure, the price is going up. Cool, that sounds great. I'm not worried about that. What I'm more concerned about is the fact that at some given point, we're going to have to see this market pull back, and the fact that we put in all this chop here means we're going to get liquidity from that chop. That means that because this happened, when we go back down there, the bulls are going to be more likely and willing to step in here to try to force the price upwards. When you get chopped like this, it forms liquidity zones, and liquidity zones flip into support zones. And so, of course, we've been talking about that. I was like, hey, even if we do pull back, it doesn't matter, because we have so much liquidity below us, there's a strong likelihood that Solana's price finds a higher low and tries to continue towards that all-time high again. And now that we are actually getting that pullback, you can see exactly what I've been talking about from, playing out in real time, right? What you can see here, let's actually go back to the 4-hour charts. I did like that. What you can see here is that over the last 24 hours, as Solana's price was coming back down towards this previous point of liquidity, you can see what happened. The bulls came in, boom, pushed the price back up. Right here, pushed the price back up. And we had this big red candle right here, boom, pushed the price back up. And sure, the price is continuing to fall because the bears are very strong right now, and this thing is overextended. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm more thinking, okay, well, if the bulls continue to force the price back up and fight back every time we hit these liquidity zones, the likelihood is that at some given point, we're going to see Solana's price bounce off one of these key zones and use that to try to continue upwards, which is the goal. Remember, our goal is long-term sustainable growth. And by getting these early signs throughout these DCA zones, it's a very good thing. Now, for the first time on the channel, I'm actually showing you guys these 3 DCA zones. These 3 DCA zones are the areas in which I expect that the bulls are going to step in at. As a result of me thinking they're going to step in here, this is actually where I'm doing a little bit of DCAing, or in other words, dollar cost averaging, meaning I'm just buying a little bit. And so what we can see here is we have the very first DCA zone, which is where we are now. That ranges in between 228 and 246. The second DCA zone ranges between 228 and $199. And then the third one ranges from $198 all the way down to $180. These are the three zones where I am expecting Solana's price to try to find support and continue back into that little bull run in which it was in. And so as a result of that, anytime we enter into one, I am doing some dollar cost averaging. What you can see here over from the Discord, if we go to the Insights channel, is that I did do a little bit of buying here on Solana, which was basically me reinvesting some of the cash that I made when Solana was at an all-time high. Meaning I just took a little bit of profits off the table when we were up here. Now that we're a little bit lower, I'm just throwing it back in there. And quite frankly, am I all that confident that DCA Zone 1 is going to hold? No, not particularly. I mean, if we do zoom out on the dailies, that's not a very big pullback. Bigger pullbacks from Solana usually look like this or like this, right? Like that, one of these two. This tiny little pullback doesn't really look big enough to me, but it might hold up. One thing that I am noticing is that we are seeing the indicators resetting very well. We are noticing things like this on the RSI, in which we are getting bullish divergence. So it might hold up, but I'm not 100% confident in it. But it doesn't matter, again, because that's the way that I do this. It doesn't matter if I'm right or not, quite frankly, if I truly believe that in the long term Solana is going to go up, because I can do a little bit of purchasing right here, a little more purchasing in here, and a lot more purchasing in here. And if one of these zones holds up, I'll be very happy with the fact that I was able to accumulate in here. So if I buy a little bit right here and it continues lower, who cares? Oh well, it's not a big deal. These positions, you know, my total Solana average cost is 31 bucks. So getting back in just a little bit right here is not a big deal, right? And that's how you got to look at it, guys. You got to look at it in the sense of, well, if we are in a bull market, which I'm pretty sure we are, over the long term, these things are going to push up anyway. So you can't be so scared to do some tiny little purchases or whatever just because you're scared to go negative for a little while. It's what happens. You know how scared I was whenever I bought Solana at $150? When I bought Solana right here, guys, boom, and then we got this, and then next thing you know, I go through this. It's just what happens. You got to be okay with it. That is, you know, what we're seeing right now is nothing on what we've been through before for Solana. So in these little moments, doing some little DCAs, yeah, cool. It feels great, you know. And if it goes lower, buy some more. Goes lower, buy some more. Pick them up in these zones. The higher the number of the zone, the bigger amount of dollar cost averaging I do. Little purchases, a little bit bigger here. And we go below it, sure, I'll have to reassess. I'll have to figure it out, because if we do go below DCA zone 3, that's actually not good. That will be us re-entering into this range from back here that we had broken out of. And that wouldn't be a good sign. I will admit that. And I don't want to see a fake out of this breakout. And so I'll, of course, update you. But for now, what I really wanted to go over was just my current strategy with Solana. The fact that we have these liquidity zones, and the fact that they are going to serve as areas for me to start doing some purchasing, expecting that one of them will try to push Solana's price to the upside. So I'll, of course, continue to keep you updated as this does play out. As I mentioned before, if you are a little bit newer to the world of crypto and investing, I'd like you to go check out the Discord server. Okay, so the Discord server comes with, whenever you have a general membership, let's go to the Patreon, which is currently $4.99 a month. You're going to get access to the Discord. When you join the Discord, you're going to get access to 5 beginners courses. I have one out right now. The other 4 releasing one a week for the rest of December. What you're going to get is one on technical analysis for beginners, fundamental analysis for beginners, leverage trading, meme coin investing, and altcoin investing. And in these courses, they're 30 minutes long, 17-page PDFs, cheat sheets, and more. Each one of them are going to be about the same size. You're also going to get insights with Tyler, which gets you access to my thoughts, my opinions, just how I feel about things. I mean, you can pause it and read like these little thoughts and stuff that I give them. Feel free to pause this whenever you'd like. That's also available down there for you if that's interesting. You can also see some of the things that I buy and sell every now and then, but not every single trade that I do. You're getting a daily technical analysis and daily fundamental analysis, so all for, again, just $5 a month. Now, if you are a little more advanced, I told you I had an announcement. Today is the day that the premium membership releases. So in addition to everything that I just said, you're also going to get weekly premium lessons from myself and other coaches. You're going to get weekly workshops with some of the other coaches that I've hired, professional trade signals from some pro traders that we're going to be bringing on board. We already have one who's absolutely smashing it in there, and then premium Q&A sessions. So if you want to elevate even further, get workshops, extra lessons, more complicated and more detailed instruction in classes, the $16.99 a month option is for you. So go check that out if you're interested. Again, that's available for you. I tried to make this as affordable as I possibly can while still being able to pay, of course, the coaches and the moderators and all that. So go check that out down below if that does interest you. It's available for you. And of course, if you do want to trade some Solana yourself, check out that BTCC link down below and get up to 10% bonus on first time deposits above $500 and under $100,000. So overall, What we're seeing from Solana is very good. I like what I'm seeing a lot. I'm cool with this little pullback. It's fine by me. I think this is great for long-term sustainable growth, and Solana literally could go all the way back down to $180 for all I care. I think we're in a still good spot in which we can use that as a cool down to really catapult us up to 350, 400 bucks. So if this is what it takes to get up here, it's fine by me. Let's just get it over with. And so I'll continue to update you as this does play out. Of course, as per usual, guys, I like posting 5, 6, 7 videos every single day. So if you have been enjoying the content, do smash that like button. Do subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I will see you all very soon. Peace out, everybody.